So, this Renee Nicole Good situation with ICE, we know the obvious. We know that it was a wrongful death, but hopefully we can see the wrong everywhere. Right now there's a bunch of name calling, there's a bunch of finger pointing, whatever the case may be. And I just want to add my 2 cents to the conversation like everybody else is doing. And like, of course, everybody that's tired of the conversation would probably ridicule. I just find it interesting that now this has nothing to do with the Black Lives Matter. This has nothing to do with racism. This has everything to do with immigration, right? And ICE and the raids and everything. We just got to be wise, man. You may not like the law. You may not like what they got going on. None of that stuff. But we just have to be wise. We just have to be wise. Ultimately, we just got to be wise in the way that you resist. Be wise in the way that you protest. You know? That's really all I gotta say. Be wise. Things not right, they cannot be right. But don't forget that power is power is power. I see it. Power is power is power. And when you get to the point where you can be anarchist or against power because the ones that be in power are abusing power, it kind of doesn't solve anything. You know, fighting fire with fire only makes a bigger fire. Just got to be wise. Everybody just got to be wise, because at the end of the day, we're all humans. At the end of the day, we're all humans. You know, take that for what it's worth. At the end of the day, we are all humans. At the end of the day, all of us know what's right from wrong. 2 wrongs don't make a right. I think the conversation is obvious, even though politicians and news media would try to paint it a certain way because it's a narrative that suits themselves and what they want to do and how they want to build a country, and they want to run under the smoke screen of things. I just think that we all know the obvious. Aside from the arguments, we all know the obvious. The things that we arguing about in the media today, we shouldn't really be arguing about. It's mincing words where you don't need to be mincing words. You don't need to be mincing words at all. Wrong is wrong, right is right. But if you want somebody else to acknowledge they're wrong, you gotta acknowledge you're wrong. I don't care if you don't like what the powers do. There's a certain way to engage. That does not justify anybody's death, and neither does that justify somebody killing somebody at all either. Let's get back to common sense. Let's get back to common decency. Don't be baited by what the powers that be are trying to bait you into. At the end of the day, don't be baited. Because what happens when you get baited, there's some terrible things. There is a better way.